Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Finds his target. At the 45, on his way. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, 3rd down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those 3rd downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that 3rd down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They give it back to him. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man. Can't get him to the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Noles are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Drops back on 1st down. Between the hashes, it's Robinson. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll run it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Noles getting set on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Eagles offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Selling the fake. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's McKenzie. He'll get rid of it. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Trying to take it back. Can they catch him? Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hands it off. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Complete to start this drive. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moving the pocket, it's McKenzie. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. running wide open down the gut of the field. Pass to touchdown, Eagles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the right. Got him downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and it's just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
The Seminoles will snap it on first and 10. Back to pass, it's Daniels. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Quarterback changing the play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
And the Seminoles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Using his feet. Breaks into the open. The 20. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Seminoles have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Florida State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's the way you punctuate the long drive. Nice job being physical, getting that ground game going, and Jesse finishing with the ground game.
Yeah, really, I think that drive is really a microcosm of what they've been doing all game, right? Imposing their will by running the football. The defense knew it was coming, and they still couldn't stop it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Left side, it's Robinson. Touchdown, Knowles! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury for defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Sells the run, looking to pass. They get to him as he throws.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, it's Dickens. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's McKenzie. Here comes the heat. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception. Boston College lining up to punt this one away.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. Third down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick six.
Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. As we check in with Holly.
Checking in from the Seminole sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Seminoles come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open. He never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
They'll go with a direct snap. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Just feeds the running back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Got it, looking for a first. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Boston College offense makes its way onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. BC uses a timeout here. It's 2nd of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the air. It's McKenzie. Takes a hit as he fires. And he gets rid of it.
I think for the He's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They boot it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He's changing the play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This kick would be hard enough straight on. 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. No good. And this will stay a three-score game at 24. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ohio Bobcats versus the Akron Zips. And it's Ohio with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
Coming out with it, it's Addison. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, here on the Florida State sideline, they are trying to rally. They have started to make a comeback, and this is something they've done well at times this season. This offense is built for moments like this. They have big play capability, and they can strike quickly, but it all has to start right now to start the third quarter. We'll see if they can come out with the urgency they need to get back in this game.
Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line, a pickup of 6.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Boston College will send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Cradles it at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Checking in from the Florida State sideline. Players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong.
He hauls it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And they did tack on the extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Addison. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the ground with the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Right here. Moves the pocket. It's McKenzie. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Runs through the tackle. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds. And the Eagles have their offense in high gear. Just keep slinging it. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Boston College! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Florida State sideline. There is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Got it behind the line. It's Riles. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Caught on the RPO. There he goes. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Boggs. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for running room. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
This game is a virtual wrap as we take a look at the top 12 scoreboard for Week 10. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Out wide left, it's Lopez. Touchdown, Florida State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point is good. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, down on the Boston College sidelines, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. To the ground. He's got it again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's McKenzie. Under pressure. Makes the grab. He breaks a tackle. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Turns up, it's right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there. The Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Backs got it on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Rush is on. Caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter, with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might as well run him again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the fourth quarter now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not let...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll move the wide receiver. Needs it here on fourth down. Fires downfield. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense.
There he goes. Touchdown, Eagles. Great job by the back on the option.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage.
And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game is going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Might as well give it to him again. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The give as they work on that clock. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on third down from their own 20. Got it, looking for the first down. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up fourth down.
And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Eagles have a lot of options on second and inches. Looking downfield, it's McKenzie. Myers on the move. Got it in the middle, it's right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Long way to go on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. This time he's got it. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. BC uses a timeout here at second of the half. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down to the air. Looking for the score. Into the house. Touchdown, Boston College.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we